Are you being audited and do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS threatening to take more of your money? Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate your tax bill and reduce your stress. The IRS can freeze your assets and seize your bank accounts, but you can stop these IRS actions. The Tax Doctor will work with you using our years of experience to represent your case to help you get the best resolution under the IRS guidelines. Help is here to deal with the IRS to reduce your stress. We've handled thousands of cases, so we know what we're doing. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call a Tax Doctor now for a tax emergency analysis.
Save gas, save time, save money. Save-A-Lot, the name says it all. Locally owned and operated, Save-A-Lot of Tracy City promotes shopping locally on the mountain. Come check out the clean, organized store where hometown folks like you save with weekly specials from the Weekly Shopper. Experienced employees choose our products very carefully and keep a large selection of fresh produce and fruit stocked, offering you the best deals for the best possible quality. With a primetime butcher on staff, expect fresh meat cut and packaged on location, or request your favorite cuts while shopping name brands and Save-A-Lot brands in our frozen food sections, and fresh milk and dairy products always up to date. Friendly, helpful faces are on staff for any requests and questions you may have. Open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Stay on the mountain. Shop at your locally owned Save-A-Lot. The name says it all.
Hello, I'm Dr. Mircea Basaraba.
And I'm Mara Hutchings, nurse practitioner. Welcome to Southern Tennessee Cardiology. Here at Southern Tennessee Cardiology, we offer a variety of testing done right here in our office. Along with our highly trained and skilled staff, we have the latest technology for cardiac stress testing, high-tech ultrasound, and cardiac monitoring. Whether you are experiencing chest pain, palpitations, or need clearance for surgery, Southern Tennessee Cardiology is here for your cardiac needs.
Hey, morning, everyone. Happy Friday. I have got the best news ever today. God is great all the time.
Yes.
All right. So this gorgeous creature right here, Mandy Bouldin, we have got so much in common. It's absolutely ridiculous. And we've just found out a new one, and it's so bizarre. So tell us the good news, Mandy.
So we are doing our summer meal program this year.
Woo!
So yes. And you know, it was uncertain for a while, and so we didn't get the word out until later, so we're gonna need help on that. But you know, with this is federally funded, and so with everything going on, we just had to wait and see. And so we have our AmeriCorps who run it. So yeah, so it was like kind of a double whammy. We were like, oh no, are we gonna have the people? Are we gonna have the food grant? And so yes, we are. And so now we've finalized our plans. Of course, you know that things can change throughout the summer, but we trained our AmeriCorps yesterday, and we're going to start June 2nd. So
Oh my, like basically on time.
yes, and going to go 8 weeks. You know, and if there's more food left over, because the university has purchased 80,000 meals. Yeah, so it's going to be breakfast and lunch, and so, but in order to pull this off,
All right.
we had to reduce our labor. USDA, you know, we want to follow this to the T because we want to make sure that funding continues.
Yep.
And so we did have to reduce and consolidate our sites. So we're down to 9 sites this year, but we tried to find as many give as many options to people throughout Grundy and Franklin County to be able to access the food. So we try to be very strategic about that. And so on Mondays, we're going to be at Birchba Springs Medical Clinic.
What are the times on that?
That is 10 to 1. So we are staying open a little longer. We did 2-hour sites before, but because of this consolidation, we want to make sure that everyone can get there. And also we did a survey last year, and it sounded like people like that noon to 1 and that 5 to 6. So it's a little bit longer than it used to be. So to cover all of that.
So Beersheba, where is that going to be?
Yes, it's at the medical clinic.
You know that place, don't you?
I do. I'm quite familiar. But we were trying to find places where we could really help with the traffic flow too, because we anticipate a lot more traffic this year. And so, and then on Tuesdays we'll be at Rise Up Grundy and in Palmer, and then on
What time?
That will be 3 to 6.
3 to 6.
Yeah, and
Gotcha.
then on Wednesday we will be in Franklin County at Trinity Episcopal Church. Now, Franklin County Library has been our partner for 10 years, so that's a big change, but it's not far. It's just around the corner, across the square, I believe. So they will be there, and that will be 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., same time as their food bank. So we anticipate that to be super busy.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah. And then on Thursdays, that's when we'll be at Colmont Elementary at the UT Extension office. So we're anticipating that to be quite a big site. We tried to find something as centralized as possible to give everyone a chance in those communities where we can't be this year. And we're so sorry about that. You know, we wanted to be everywhere we were last year. And
They'll be fine. They'll be fine. They're just happy we got food. That's all. They'll get over it. Trust me.
Good. Well, on Friday we'll be in Sherwood.
Oh, Thursday. What time?
10 to 1, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Yes, ma'am.
And then Friday, we will be in Sherwood at Crow Creek Community Center from 10 to 1. And then on Fridays, in the afternoons, we'll be at the old Grundy County High School with the Grundy County Safe Communities Coalition. And then on Saturday mornings from 10 to 1, we'll be at the Altamont Public Library.
Yay!
So, we tried to hit as many spots as we could. Yeah.
Honestly, I think this will work. It consolidates.
Yeah.
And volunteers.
Yes.
And AmeriCorps.
Yes. Yeah. And then we also have CAC in July. So that's the Community Action Committee in Swanee, the St. Mark and St. Paul. That food bank, we'll have that on the Mondays in July.
Is that Sarah who's doing that over there?
Uh-huh.
Sarah's a rock star on the food front.
Yes. I met her years ago when I was at the clinic.
Yeah,
she's just, incredible. And then at Morton Memorial, second Saturdays. So in June and
because
July.
they're food bank.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So second Saturdays, Morton Memorial. What time? The 10 to 1?
That is 8 to 10.
Oh, 8 to 10.
So it's earlier. Yeah.
So second Saturdays of June and July. And what was the CAC? What day was that?
Those are, I believe it's the 14th and the 21st. That's those Mondays in July.
Mondays in July. And what time is that?
That would be, that's the 3 to 6.
3 to 6?
Yeah, and so then if we do have more food left over, we might tack on an extra week at the end, but we'll just have to see.
So we've got 80,000 meals.
80,000 meals to get out. Yeah, 40,000 breakfast, 40,000 lunch.
All right, so when they come there, what has changed or what are we doing? Let's just say on Mondays, 10 to 1, what can you pick up? What can a family pick up?
Yeah, so you can pick up 5 days worth of breakfast and lunch, so 10 meals per child.
10 meals per child.
And it can be a guardian. It doesn't have to be parents. And it's grab and go. So you just grab. They're going to be in bags, and it's all packaged together this year. The university's really worked on making this as efficient as possible.
Sounds like it.
And we'll be adding some fresh fruit and maybe some protein for the teens and things like that. So yeah. And
it's all shelf stable.
It is, yes.
Which is wonderful.
That's when we went from about 23,000 meals one year to over 71,000 last year. So that much of a difference.
So wait, you're going to want to do 9,000 more?
Yeah, well, that's to meet demand. That's what we're anticipating. Yeah, because we could have given out that much last year. Yeah, and so we just, kudos to Katie for pulling that off last year.
I have no idea how Katie does anything. She's just amazing. And in retirement, good luck with that.
Yes, well deserved.
Wow. So 10 meals per child, ages up to 18?
2 to 18.
2 to 18.
Yep.
Okay. What else do we need to know about this? This is so exciting.
Oh man.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We didn't get the final okay till May 8th. So
200 hours later, Mandy still has her hair.
Barely. So
Hasn't slept a moment, but by golly, it starts June 2nd.
Yes. And so we're ready to go. Just please help us get the word out. South Cumberland Summer Meal Program on Facebook.
Is that
please.
so? Okay, so say it.
Yes. And SCP_ Summer Meal on Instagram. Please follow us on those. And we'll be sharing our flyers on those channels. And so please, if you can share that, and just please let your communities know, your churches and all of that. We want to make sure, anyone in need who can benefit from this, please send them our way.
Oh my gosh, what a blessing.
Yes.
I would have never thought that this was going to go on this year.
Yeah, I mean, we really didn't. That Monday, the week that it was approved, I was concerned because we were still waiting to hear back on if our AmeriCorps program was going to make it. And it was one of 7 out of 21 in the state. Yeah, that was approved. And so now we have our current grant approved, and we're waiting to hear on the upcoming grant that would take place, that would start in August. If we don't get approved for that, we're still going to work to extend it through the end of the year. So we'll be able to keep those AmeriCorps at the sites. But I truly hope that continues because, that program, for every dollar that's spent, $34 goes into the economy, and it provides a path to prosperity for the people who are serving as AmeriCorps service members, and it helps our nonprofits grow, and it helps everyone. So we hope that message gets to where it needs to be, and that we can continue.
And these AmeriCorps, we were talking, I was ready to cry about it because I firmly believe the VISTA program and the South Cumberland Community Fund changed our world.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And those kids, they didn't know they could fail. They had hope. Like I said, little curmudgeons, we're like, yeah, whatever, kid. And they gave us hope.
Yes. Yes. I mean, I was so inspired yesterday at training them. And I asked, for them to introduce themselves and why they're here. And I mean, they all feel called to be here. I mean, and so it's genuine passion that they have. So I'm just so excited to work with them.
So you're like a little mother hen?
Yes,
you're
I
like,
love
my
it.
little chickens, come on.
Yes, I love it.
You're going to be perfect for that.
I hope so. I mean, it feels wonderful to be around young people and all of that hope. And, because after you've had some rough times, it's hard. It's nice to have that fresh hope coming in.
Well, and you don't want to pound them down with not hope.
Right.
You just don't. You want them to flourish and let them fail if they do.
Yeah.
But don't ruin their hope.
Exactly. Yes. And so, we want to make sure that there's enough food at every site so they don't have to turn anyone away. So we've inflated how much we're going to take to each site just to make sure, and we'll adjust along the way. But yeah.
I can't tell you how wonderful this news is.
Good. Thank you.
No, thank
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Seriously, Mandy's a rock star. We've always known that forever. But how's that rolling real quick? I know you got to fly, but how's that roll working? I mean, you're a year into it?
Yeah. Well, October will be a year. So,
right.
I'm still learning, and I trust that it will take me a year to see everything, but I absolutely love it. I have the best bosses. I work with the best people, all the volunteers, the committees and the boards, and I mean, they are really all in it. And then we have these amazing community partners who they saw a need and they just roll up their sleeves and they got to work and they are saving their communities. I mean, they are providing these essential services that otherwise would not exist. And I mean, I'm just honored to be here. I'm to do this work.
There are no coincidences in life, man.
Yeah.
You came home.
I did.
You
I
came
came
home. You
home.
finally got your home.
Yes.
She's roots, kids, right from the beginning.
Yeah, we were
She's
just
roots.
talking. Related.
We came
We figured it out.
We came up through North Cuts Cove because that's how it all works, and we ended up in Beersheba, and then we spread out from there.
Yeah. My family just went on toward McMinnville, but we finally figured it out. We knew we were sisters somehow.
Absolutely. All right, here's a weird one. Should we tell them?
We should tell them.
All right, so we're talking about the real ID because I had to change. She went from an Eller to a Bouldin back to her name, her original name, or whatever. And I said, "Man, this real ID thing. I'm having a challenge connecting the dots." And I said, "I can't get my marriage certificate from Antigua." And Mandy's like,
I said, "I was married in Antigua." And I didn't have my wedding certificate either. And so I ended up changing my name back.
I'm going to do
I can
it.
get a
I'm
real
going to
ID.
go back to Smith. I swear to goodness, that's the loophole.
That's the
So
loophole.
all you need is to match
Yes.
your birth certificate.
Birth certificate, as long as your license, as long as your birth certificate matches what you're trying to go to. So like I had to go through, I had to petition the court and all that. I can show you.
Show me
all
how to
that
do
stuff.
that. I
And
may
so
go
once
back
you
to
have
that.
then they take that and they match it to your birth certificate, and you can get. It takes a minute, but yeah, you can
that's
get it
okay.
quick.
I'm not flying anywhere anyway. So
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, mm-hmm. Yep.
there are no coincidences in life, folks. All right. Any last words? I can't tell you how blessed we are to have you in our
thank
community
you. Thank
doing
you.
this champion that thing that,
you.
and you don't, you're like, well, it may not happen, but we're going to give it
Yes.
100%.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. And I mean, we had scenarios, so many different scenarios playing. And I just want to thank the university because they took such a risk. And then SCCF came up and said, if we have to pick up some of the cost of the AmeriCorps, we'll do it. And so, those two organizations, I'm just so grateful to be with them.
We would not be
So-
where we are today without those organizations, especially South Cumberland Community Fund.
Yeah.
I can't brag about them enough. And the grant funds are just
Yes.
coming out. The big announcement.
Yes. We're super excited about that. And I love it every year. I mean, just, even on the other side of it, how I was, it's so exciting, especially that collaborative grant, talking to people and trying to figure out how we can work together. And so
They made us work together. They
Yes.
incentivized us
yes,
to get out
uh-huh.
of our little silo.
Yes. And we'll be doing grant writing training too. I've set it up at the university, and there's a woman at the state of Tennessee. It's called the Grant Ready Project. And she'll be coming in, and we can fit 24 community partners. So we're trying to figure out the best strategy of how to get people in. And if that's successful, if we can fill those slots, we can do this over and over again.
Because
can
we
do
need
this on a
grant
regular.
writers, with tourism, with their new growth plan.
Yeah.
There's pie in the sky. There's no funding for certain things. And so
Sure.
we're going to have to write some grants that
Yes.
fit into our 31 points of light.
Yes.
And so training, I will
Yes.
definitely.
Yes, and you'll also be trained on like Grant Station, so you can research grants. It's a database there. So, and then the community fund can provide a subscription for, I believe it's a year, so at no cost to our partners.
Collaboration,
Yeah.
teamwork for the win.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because some things the community fund just can't
They can't
cover.
do- yeah.
Yeah, and so, but there could be other foundations out there, other ways to get funding. So we want to help people find that.
Yeah, because I mean, there's always mission creep with grants,
Yes,
and you have to be very
yes.
careful with that. It's like, well, that
Yes.
sounds great, but that is nowhere near our mission statement.
Right.
So there's some grants you got to
Yes,
dial it in
You do.
and find out what's going to plug the hole that you need.
Yes, and like some foundations have specialties, like Dollar General has a literacy focus, so there's a great need for that, and so that could alleviate if they get funding for that. Then the fund can fund someone else.
Yes.
Can fund another project.
Yes.
So that's the strategy in doing that.
How many people did this spring grant round? How many
Oh,
applications
man.
did you have?
Okay.
It was a boatload.
It was more than ever, and I don't remember the final number, but it was over $160,000 in requests, and we ended up with 108, and it was hard. I mean, I was there for the interviews and for the and for how they were determining the amounts, and it was super tough. But that grants committee, they care so much.
Yes,
They
do.
took all this time out of their work days, out of their lives, to spend and really do their due diligence to understand. And I'm just so honored.
It is a great group. One of my favorite folks, Brand Potter.
Yes.
Huge fan of Brand since
Yeah.
the Friends, the spoken word at the Trails and Trilliums a couple years ago. I saw it and I was like mesmerized. And then I did the Tennessee Naturalist program, and one of the hikes was the hikes through the geology, and I was mesmerized.
Yes.
And he's got such a beautiful. So all of them do.
Yes.
Mary Priestley, all of them.
Yes, they do. And that was the first time I'd really worked with him. I'd seen him around a lot.
Yeah.
But it was the
He
first
looks
time.
like
I was in that
Einstein
community.
sometimes.
He
He's
does.
got the hair.
He
and I
does.
said, you look like Al.
Yeah. And so he was very active in it, and just the compassion that people have. and the will to try to figure out how to get these projects funded.
Well, and I didn't know Scott Parrish was one of the founding people of South Cumberland Community Fund. No idea. You just never know the beginnings.
Yes.
And now he's on the Friends
Oh,
board.
nice.
Yes.
Nice.
See, it's just all these full circle moments. And a lot of work behind the scenes that you never know.
Right. It's true.
And here we are.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. All right. It's Friday. I can't even, there's so many blessings.
Yes.
So many blessings
It's
our
true.
way.
Yeah.
And thank you for being you.
Yeah,
Seriously.
no,
It's important.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on and
My
helping
sister.
me share. Yes, absolutely. It's confirmed.
All right, we'll have her back. She's got the booking link. You know, anybody who
Yeah.
has the booking link gets free range whenever they want to come. Julie Keel just
Thank you.
pops it in there. You
Oh,
know?
that's great.
Yeah, she just
Yeah.
like, I'm coming. Housing Hub, she will crack that code.
Oh, yes. She is fantastic. You know,
she's been at that 17 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no doubt. I mean, and she's on the, she's the chair of the Community Development Committee, so we work together every
know
week.
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
Yes, yeah, she's awesome.
Perseverance.
So awesome.
Yeah. So many great people. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I am going to send Mandy out to spread joy and sunshine. She has helped solve so many problems right now, just sitting here telling us the information. So we're going to send her out. We're going to go on a quick break and go back to our regularly scheduled program. As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain.
Thank you so much.
In the Bible, you will find a small book in the Old Testament that details the message God gave to his people through the prophet Micah. God sent this prophet to address problems and to announce judgment against horrible practices that his own people were committing. The rulers of Judah and Israel were corrupt, not caring about justice. The poor were overlooked. The powerful desired the property of others and forcefully seized it. The religious elite, the priest and the prophet, would only teach and serve others if they could make money from doing so. All of these things angered the Lord, and such practices still anger the Lord. Judah and Israel had become stained by corrupt political and religious systems that took advantage of the poor and the bottom rung of the social class. Do we find ourselves in political and religious systems like this? Are we complacent in them? And so, because of these things, judgment was to come upon God's own people from God himself. What were the people to do in response? Well, listen to these words from Micah's message. With what shall I come before the Lord and bow myself before God on high? Shall I come before him with burnt offerings, with calves a year old? Will the Lord be pleased with thousands of rams, with 10,000s of rivers of oil? Shall I give my firstborn for my transgression, the fruit of my body for the sin of my soul? He has told you, O man, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? But do justice, and to love kindness, and to walk humbly with your God. The translation you may use may say, do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly. What does God desire from people in systems that are corrupt in the ways previously mentioned? It's not more praise. It's not more worship. It's not more lip service. It's not more sacrifice. It's to uphold justice and to love mercy and kindness and to walk humbly alongside him. And do you know who did this the best? His own sent Son, Jesus Christ. Through the power of God's Spirit, may we follow and be the same way. When we do things that displease the Lord doesn't just want us to continue to pay lip service to him. He wants us to do the opposite of the transgression that we're doing. I'm JD Cantrell, a member at the Montego Church of Christ, but really, I'm just a guy who loves Jesus and wants to follow after him. May you do the same and be blessed.
Tracy Clinic, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City, specializes in family medicine. Nurse practitioner Devin Land Lampley is now seeing patients. Call today for an appointment at 592-4242. Open 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday. That's the Tracy Clinic. 592-4242.
Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative is here to serve you in your business or in your home. Pay your electric bill in the comfort of your own home with SVEC's new online billing service. Wouldn't it be nice to know in advance how much to budget for your electric bill each month? Visit us at one of our convenient offices or go online to www.svalleyec.com. Sequatchie Valley Electric, providing electrical service to over 33,000 homes and businesses in all or portions of Bledsoe, Grundy, Marion, Sequatchie, Coffee, Hamilton, Ray, and Van Buren counties in Tennessee. SVEC, staying up with today and working for tomorrow.
You know, God is great. That's all I got to say. So many blessings, and after our discussion yesterday, and I told you how, I needed unspoken prayer as well because of situations going on, and God is great. Sometimes, as we talked about yesterday, you've just got to sit back and let God do his thing and seek the wisdom of people, and don't have hate in your heart, and do the right things for the right reasons, and let God do his thing. And it worked. All right, big thing. Gosh, if you have not gone over to drove by Tracy City and seen all of the flags out with the crosses, I almost wrecked yesterday. I was coming, they had to reschedule, the Boy Scouts and the American Legion had to reschedule the placement of the flags and the crosses. And the crosses are all the American Legion veterans in that post, all of them that have passed. So it's not the ones that are fallen in the line of duty, which is Memorial Day. I get that, but that's where the joint partnership with the Boy Scouts and the American Legion. So it is veterans who have passed, and they're honoring the folks from the American Legion to start with, and then continuing the program through every single veteran who has served from Grundy County. It is a cost, because there is a cost to make these crosses, and it's $150 if you want. The applications are going to start June the 1st. Now, the big deal, I can't get Dad in there because he did not come from Grundy and serve from Grundy. So I won't be able to get a cross for my dad, but because he joined from Fentress County. That's where he's from, even though he did live in Grundy. When he served in the military, he was from Fentress County. So that X's me out. But if you have any of your people that you want to recognize that were veterans that have since passed, that weren't in the American Legion listed in all of those, then come on. I don't have the exact list. We're going to have probably Kelly, Andy come on and talk about that. But the Boy Scouts, it was so neat to see them working on this project. I almost crashed my car when I was drove by, and it was just beautiful. And I was able to talk to my girl Donna was there, Donna Basham, and Sarah Brown, and then Mickey. Mickey McLeod. So Mickey's, her kinfolk, Summers, go back, way back, and they were veterans, and it was an idea of hers, and she placed it on the hearts of the American Legion, and that caught on. So ideas can catch on. Great ideas can catch on, and when you work together on projects like the Boy Scouts and the American Legion, that's exactly how it's supposed to work. I could almost cry. It's beautiful. So drive by there. Tonight, speaking of, couple things, Colmont Cemetery and Orange Hill Cemetery are having candlelight services tonight at 6 o'clock. So pick you one. I know Orange Hill, Sherry's Honey, Big Ron is going to lead the Sequatchie Valley Honor Guard in a wonderful service. They'll have bagpipes there. They're going to dedicate a bench to Miss Peggy, and they're going to honor, I think, 2 veterans. I don't know who those are, but we'll find out. So those are 2 things going on. And then we had a pop-up opportunity in Monteagle. My girl Sarah says, hey, can I play in the park tonight with some friends? And I said, oh, darn, do we have to? And so I got the quick approval. So we have a pop-up music in the park at Harton Park in Monteagle starting at 6 o'clock as well. Just bring your lawn chair. It's going to be just a very easy peasy Friday night, hanging out, listen to some music, and it's like the perfect, Friday night, summer in the mountains. So super excited that popped up. Just everything flowed. And then Monday, I know Monteagle is doing a Memorial Day ceremony starting at 11:30, and it ends at 12, and they have step-by-step different things going on in that program. So that's going on Monday. Hogfest is going on by the Grundy County Herald. That'll kind of give you all the things that I know about, but there's other things that pop up, and that's where we're at right now. So that's going on. This summer meal program, I can't even be more excited. Here's something super important. We've got to help out our Pelham folks. There is going to be a yard sale Friday and Saturday, 8 to 4, this Friday and Saturday. So today and tomorrow, and then next Friday and Saturday, 8 to 4. They've got to raise some funds for insurance for the building. We all need our community centers, and Pelham doesn't have a government to help fund that. They're like, poor little Pelham. This Pelham's just out there on their own, and they do so well. They don't need government. So they do it together, just like they do with the schools, etc. I'm not saying the government doesn't help them, but Pelham is too small to have a government. So they do it on their own. So let's help them out. Let's help out all of our Pelham folks. They need that community center. Community centers are so important in every single community, from Beersheba to Monteagle to Palmer to Pelham, and all points in between. Community centers are super important. So let's help them out. Let's go to the yard sale. I'm sure they'll take donations. Whatever it is, just let's see what we can do as a community to help them out. So Friday and Saturday, today and tomorrow, 8 to 4. And then the following weekend, Friday and Saturday, 8 to 4 as well. So let's do that. Summer basketball, May 28th and 29th, 3 to 5 for 5th through 8th grade. I think, it's at the high school. Where it is. It's at the high school. So that's going on. Thank you, everyone, for letting me know all the things that are going. I certainly do appreciate it. That's how we keep everybody on it. All right, and Cave Jam's going on this weekend. You just can't have a better fun time than a Cave Jam. It's all weekend. It's in the amphitheater. It's everywhere. Cave Jam is just a cool event. Well, everything in the caverns is a cool event. All right, that is that. Let's go into birthdays real quick. And if I missed anything, please let me know. That's something that's popped up or didn't. Oh, sorry. CHI Memorials Mobile Health Program. at the Tracy City Clinic, and that's going to be June the 10th, 10 to 3. It's for mammograms. So just holler at the Tracy City Clinic, and I bet they'll hook you up with an appointment, or you can holler at me, and I'll give you the phone number to call. But you need to schedule your mammogram, and then you just have to go to the bus. You don't have to go off the mountain and get it done. Like I usually get mine down in Winchester. So the bus is coming to you. All right, that's what I had to mention. All right, let's go to birthdays, kids. All right, so today is the 23rd, and we have a memorial birthday for Viola Hampley. Happy birthday in heaven. It's always good to remember those that passed. And it's always good to go to your cemeteries and gussy up graves. I know my cousin does hers. I fail. I fail at doing mine and money. I fail. Taylor's got dad up there. So, I mean, everybody's got to be responsible for graves. Just go in there and visit your graves. Visit your kin. Visit folks and just say hello. And I know that the Boy Scouts are putting flags on all of the veterans in Grundy County. They're starting today. Those Boy Scouts, those scout leaders are really just making a big difference. And my girl Rachel, doing so good. Anyway, so visit your cemetery. Montego, I just got a text from them, from the cemetery board. They've got the flags out. They put a pole up with a solar light. Solar light seems to be our way of getting around, because you got to light. If you don't take the flag up and down, the protocol is to have it lighted. That's how you get around from the manpower of taking up and down. So they've installed a solar light, and it's blazing, and then they put the flags around the pavilion. So let's honor the people who gave the ultimate sacrifice for us. I mean, seriously. All right, here we go. Let's see, birthdays. Do I have any of the weekend? No, I've got an anniversary, though. Thank you. I've got an anniversary for Miss Jones' boy, Michael and Glenda Lambs. They've been together 30 years. That's hallelujah in any book you do. So happy anniversary there. All right, let's go to birthdays. Happy birthday to Tammy Thomas. Rick Goodfriend, he was the photographer down at the base at one time. He's back in Florida. Happy birthday to Randy Speck. Johnny White. I think that's Johnny White, that's from Monteagle. Maggie Kate Avans. Blair Wiggins. And I don't know how to pronounce that. But he's not from here. Let's see. Let's go into this weekend. All right, here we go. Upcoming. Carol Estes, Jay Langford. Happy birthday, Jay. Alora Nunley. Butch Hensel, Dolores Meeks, Carolyn Lane, Heather Noreen, Naomi Hoopengarner. Hey, Naomi, she's had some good news. Richard Black's birthday is on Sunday. Richard owns Monteagle Inn. And he is a wonderful human being. And Maggie Desjardins. Maggie just graduated. I think it's from, where did she just graduate from? Was it Sewanee? Well, anyway, happy birthday to Maggie Desjardins. And then Darren Bates, Anita Ramsey Meeks, Kendra Walker Tate, Miriam Gaddis, Nancy Thompson, Bob Sullivan, Rocky Morris. Rocky, auctioneer, so many. Bon vivant. Rocky's a legend. Happy birthday to you, Sherry Lynn Gunsel. And one of them Parsons. So it's either Neil or Lindsay's birthday coming up on Sunday. Neil's a rocker, part of the Parson family that we love. And he's got a beautiful wife. And let's see. Oh, Deanna Holland, known him forever. She's got some beautiful boys. Happy birthday to Deanna. She's raising money for Easy's dog shelter. Happy birthday. Oh, that's Monday, so we don't have to worry about that. But Rose Green's coming up on Monday, and she's raising money for ALS. Love it. All right, let's go to our prayer list. Real quick, before I go to the prayer list, got contacted the other day to do a Trump train from Grundy to Columbia at the Harley Davidson place. I think Congressman Andy Ogles is spearheading that, but they're going to be doing Trump trains from all over the state and converge into Columbia on June the 14th, which I believe is President Trump's birthday. So we've got a leader on that. Arnold Dove is being the leader for that Trump train. He's agreed to do that, and the meetup is at 9 o'clock, June 14th, and they're going to leave at 9:30, and they're going to head to Columbia. And what made me remember it is that another Shrum has passed on and needed to add it on the list. So anyway, Anthony Shrum, that's who it was. All right, let's go into our prayers. Delchi and Christine Nunley, look at y'all. You're first on that list. Let's continue to pray for Louis Glover, Frank Brawley, all the unspoken, and we can take off mine. God is great. Jeff Kilgore, Graceland Bryant, Patsy Kennedy, Blondell Lockhart. Bethel messaged me, and I don't remember what it was, but she had an update here on Patsy and Blondell, I believe. Brenda Caldwell, Johnny Braden, Vicki Lane, Charlie and Joyce McDowell, Brenda and Ronnie Bourne, Obadiah Sanders and his eldest daughter, Lisa Roberts, all the drug addicts. And there's a big event coming up for that and a collaboration. We'll stay tuned on that. Love it. All the unspoken, I say that again. Dave Crabtree, Ricky Baker, Edith Nunley, Benny Kilgore, Stan Owens, Jerry Brown family. He did pass. Wilson Dykes, Jeff Meeks, Leslie. I'm putting Leslie on there. We're putting Leslie on there. Anthony Shrum family. I think Miss Evelyn had her prayers answered, but I'm still going to keep her on there for a second. And, of course, Miss Ophelia and Miss Dola. So, Lord, boy, we are so grateful for your presence in our lives. Every day you show us your grace and your mercy and your love. And we are so eternally grateful for that. Thank you for answering prayers. We know you know the needs, but we're so thankful that you and the Holy Spirit and our good Lord Jesus Christ have got the arms around us and help us through hard times. Lift up our folks. Be with them during this time of hardship. Lift them up and all the things that they need. And let's just all pray for the folks who need it and all the unspoken. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Here I go, getting all choked up about that. God is great. God is great. All right, we've got a full phone lines. We are not giving away money today. We're giving it away next Friday. And it's our last Friday of the month. So we've got another week. We give away $100 for those who are new. $425. So a total of $100. Misty will be here on the 27th. I've got a meeting to go to in Chattanooga, and Misty has stepped up to the plate. I love it. All right, here we go. I've got a full phone lines. Let's chat. Morning.
How you doing, Michelle?
Oh, number one. What are you doing, Lily?
Well, I sat here watching TV, listening to you, and watched her name earlier. And
Isn't she cute? Mandy's so cute.
yeah, and
Hey, did you get everything fixed?
no, Ren Sanders told me just today even was a little daylight left, and so we'd see what Buster's Will now, and he's Buster Braden when he's working on folders,
Oh, yeah.
And I figured his phone number is in his book, but we don't know what his full name is. I know it's Buster Braden, but we don't know what the full name is.
And so you're looking for his phone number?
Well, it's in the phone book, but we just what his full name is. But there's so many of them in the phone book. What he told me,
Okay, so we're on the hunt for him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got his phone number in the phone book here somewhere, but I don't know if he start with B or what. I know it's Buster.
What's Buster's? Diane, what's Buster's name on there? I think theirs is 5595 779.
Yeah, I think his is 779, but I don't know the last four.
I think it's 5595. Look that up.
Yeah, so.
There's a bunch of Braden.
Yeah. So talked to Misty for a few minutes yesterday morning.
Good.
And they were short-handed, and so we'll be there first thing Tuesday.
So she's asked you to come along.
Well, I did ask her, and she said, I want you to be on show with me, so.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Now, I remember I asked you, you told me, so.
Yeah, Misty's the queen, whatever Misty says goes.
Oh, she is the queen.
She is the queen. She is the queen.
She not me. I'm the queen of Tracy City. She is the queen of Tracy City.
Yes, she is.
Whatever,
Yes, she is.
We know what's going on. Whenever you get ready to do so, we feel in for you, whatever.
Well, I'm incredibly blessed with that, so thank you so much. All right, what else is going on, buddy?
Well, I need you to put someone on prayer list.
Okay, we can do that. Who are we going to put on the prayer list?
Janice Benhurser.
Janice what?
Benhurser.
What's up with Janice?
No. I think she's been in the hospital for a week or two, and I heard somebody talking yesterday, and so.
Oh, goodness.
She's home now, but nobody can't see her, and I talked to Jerry Lynn for a minute too yesterday even.
Yeah.
That was she had her husband come up earlier around 4 o'clock yesterday morning, halfway up about 4 or something. She can't get her up, and I told her, I said, if you need any help, I give her my deferred phone number. It don't matter if it's midnight or 2, 4 in the morning. So.
That is so sweet. I did not know that. I've added her to the prayer list. I love Miss Janice.
Oh, I do too. But I tell you one thing. See, we were sitting on porch. Anybody sitting on porch talk.
I know. She doesn't meet a stranger.
I know, but she is a good person, and Jerry Lynn is a good person. I don't care what anybody says, and so.
Yeah, she's okay.
Oh yeah, and so.
No, that is wonderful. Thank you for sharing that.
But now she did tell me she ain't not doing too good, so I don't know. So.
Jeez. All right. Well, I just hate to hear that.
Yeah, it'll be better that way. But I'm pretty sure she got me to sleep or watching, we did it on our too. She just feeling better,
Sure.
Or she just on porch, whatever.
Yeah, all right. Well, keep me posted on that.
I will, but I'll probably see Jerry Lynn out about,
Okay.
or just seeing and then
Okay. Well, we've added her to the prayer list. Happy to do that.
But I will tell her, so.
Okay. What else is going on? What else do I need to know, Lily?
Yeah. Well, what they were doing yesterday when he's at home?
He was in a mood. He was, I think he did the lawn, and we hung out, and what did we end up doing? We were going to get pizza, but we ended up getting Paco tacos.
Oh, yeah, I talked to PC yesterday, talked to him yesterday, and he said Tommy's supposed to be back today. And
yeah, him and Michael went out somewhere, didn't they? Didn't they go to like North Carolina or something?
I think they did, and so.
Okay.
I think PC and Lisa leaving out sometimes this morning, so.
Good.
And
yeah,
they've
been out.
I said, if you want to, just put me 2 pieces down, and so he brought it to me yesterday, and then so I done them in the freezer, and so.
Well, that's perfect. Yeah, they get the hay out of town.
Yeah, we can do that if we had that kind of spending money, And,
I hear you. Well, they're...
But, But everything I own around here, this tore up, this stole, You know how things are. That would just won't leave nobody alone. So he won't leave me alone. He won't leave my four-wheeler alone. He said, I was so worried I had to roll off anytime. Satan. But he better leave me or my ride alone. Because Satan don't. I know something Creighton and I saw him who used to be who used to boss man in top of Tracy City. He ain't. I know so that devil. Well,
Sure. Yeah, no, I get that.
I ain't just little just Christian things frown on me and forward. But I ain't gonna let that happen. Because God is watching. And God will put Satan down. Said, now, Satan, you better leave that man and his forward alone. Or I know put treat and lightning right down to you. You won't do nothing no more. Oh, yeah. Well, why did you fired up about that? And I said, don't sleep.
Not today, Satan.
Not today, I laid on in bed last night, so I don't sleep. I just up, down, and so I just watched a little more TV last night, and that's why I got to get some sleep sooner or later, so I went and laid back down.
All right. Well, I'm going to fly. It's Friday.
I'll tell you, go ahead and rest of me, and I'll talk to you Monday. And
well, nope. We're not going to be here Monday. It's Memorial Day.
Oh.
Yeah, Stephen and I are doing a jailbreak, man. We're.
Oh, I'm not raving Stephen, but you tell Stephen me and Misty be there Tuesday, and so we might have our bells on, whatever. We might have our toddler shirts and whatever on. I might have my cowboy hat on, sunglasses, you never know.
All right, buddy. All right, well, I appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I hope that four-wheeler gets fixed.
Oh, yeah, but I'll talk to you Wednesday, but me and Misty be there first thing Tuesday, and so.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, just anytime you like those hard, you just let her know, let me know. Always try to feel in for myself, we can, we will. I'm not sure what anybody says, but I said, no, too, always double on, so to sell themselves, well, on too.
All right, well, I'm on flight.
Okay, I'll talk to you Wednesday.
All right, see you, bye. Morning.
Morning.
What you doing? All of it. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Hey, I just figured out how to get my real ID.
Yeah.
Mandy said that her and I, both our first marriage got married in the island of Antigua. How bizarre is that? And if you change your name back to your original name from your birth certificate, you can get around all of those things that you can't get a marriage certificate for. So I think I'm going to change my name back to Smith in order to get a real ID. What do you think about that?
You could do that.
She was brilliant. That's what she had to do.
It's one of these places in Nashville. You didn't have to go to the driver's license place to get them. They was giving them out somewhere else.
Really?
Yeah, the other morning. I seen that. I thought, well, it must not be too hard.
Well, for those who don't have marriage certificates on a name change, you fellas don't have to worry about it. But for us women who kind of get crazy on their first marriage in Antigua.
Your driver's license.
Do what?
I thought you just had to have your birth certificate and your driver's license.
I know, but if there's a difference, right? My driver's license says Iva Michelle Russell.
Okay, I see what you're talking about.
You see what
now.
I'm talking about? And my birth certificate says Iva Michelle Smith.
Okay.
And I've got to prove how I got to Russell.
You better not let ice catch you. You'll be gowned.
I'm as white as white bread. I'm not worried about that. I mean, honestly, I'm not worried about that. But yeah, I feel you.
I'm just going on.
I know you're going on as an ice. I am thrilled. I can't even believe Nashville is doing what they're doing.
I tell you what, that old mayor up there, they told him if he kept on running that mouth, they was going to investigate him, have federal come in.
Yeah, you just can't do that. I mean, he's raising taxes on everyone to pay for all the the people ain't from around here, and it's getting brutal. This mismanagement in Nashville is horrible. I mean, it's horrible, and this ICE thing, it's just not cool. So hey, bring it. What about that congresswoman who got arrested because she body checked an ICE person?
Good.
I mean, what do you? If we did that, we'd be under the jail.
Yeah.
So anyway, tell me something good.
I was going to tell you something now, and I can't even remember now.
I have some timers, Junior. I don't even know. Sometimes I just wonder. Now, I don't have dementia yet, but some timers. Yeah, but all good news, all blessings. We got the summer meal program, so if you hear of anything, that's back on like Donkey Kong. Back on. All right, kids. Well, I know you got a big weekend ahead. Saturday, text me.
What you got back on that Donkey Kong? What?
The summer meal program. So, with the federal cuts, they were getting rid of lots of different federal programs, and they didn't know if we were going to have the summer meal program where kids can pick up, 10 breakfasts and lunches for 5 days. Yeah, 5 days. So 2 a day, 10. They can pick up 10 meals a week. Remember that from last year before? They've been doing it forever.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, well, they lessened their sites, which I think is fine. So the one closest to y'all would be at Rise Up Grundy. Not that you have any kids in there, but what if it's 2 to 18 is what it is. Well, anyway, I'll find it. All right, what else do I need to know?
That's about it.
Man, I love it. Well, if you remember, holler at me.
Okay.
All right, kids, I got you both down. Happy Friday.
Have a happy weekend.
Yay! I know. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Misty and Lily will be here on Tuesday, and we're off on Monday.
Okay. Okay.
All right, that's our schedule. We got to keep each other posted.
We'll talk to you then.
All right, good. See y'all. Gender reveal coming up for Thaddy Daddy. Morning.
Good morning this morning.
Hello, Leslie. Let me tell you, Leslie, our God is great.
He is. Argue with that.
It is beyond expectations on how he works.
Yeah.
And you just have got to let him do his thing.
Right.
And we have good people around us in our leadership positions that believe the same thing.
Yeah.
And it matters.
It sure does. More than anybody thinks.
It matters that our leaders are God-fearing people.
Yeah, God needs to be in charge, involved in all our.
He really does. He really does. So anyway, that passage yesterday from Daniel was just so profound to me, and I let it go. I let it all go, and my unspoken prayers were answered.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that.
It's wild how that works, isn't it?
It is. He works in his time.
He works in his time. He sure does. And you just got to trust the process.
You sure have. You got to trust him with all your might. The Bible says, well, I can't even pronounce it now. Sometimes the words get.
Oh, I can't even. Apocalyptic. I mean, I can't even pull that one out of my head.
Yeah, I have trouble sometimes. I guess it has something to do with my age. I don't know.
Whatever. Hey, Lily said that Janice Van Hooser is not doing very well. So,
yeah.
That I hate to hear that. Hey, how was last night? Does it continue on?
Yeah, it's going on. It was different last night. There was seemed like good spirit, but it seemed like somebody's holding back the service, and that just kills me sometimes.
Holding it back.
Presence of God in it.
You need the fire, revival.
Yep. We need it reviving fire.
That's right. All right. Well, it still continues. Doing it again tonight at Baker's Chapel.
Yep.
Okay. 7 o'clock.
Yep. As long as the Lord leads, we'll continue.
Praise. Bring it on. All right. Anything? Are you going to go to Orange Hill tonight?
What's that?
The Orange Hill Cemetery candlelight service for veterans.
I'd have no idea.
Oh, okay. It's tonight. I've seen you there before.
Yeah, I've been there, but I didn't know it was tonight.
Both. Well, you guys don't listen to my announcements or read my column, but that's okay. Both Colmont and Orange Hill Cemetery are doing candlelight services tonight at 6.
Yeah, I don't know where I'll make a note of that revival. What time is it?
It's at 6.
Yeah, it'd be rough on me.
I hear you. Well, like I said, I remember seeing you there before. And hey, have you drove by all of the flags in front of the old high school?
No, I hadn't been by there this morning. I will be going by there here directly, though.
Good. You are going to just love it. It's so majestic. All the flags and the crosses, just majestic.
Yeah, if you talk to Sharon, just tell her I'm sorry I couldn't make it this year because of the revival going on.
No, I feel you. Yeah, Sharon's the one who called it in.
Yeah.
And, I'm going to always help out Sharon, and Debbie Shrum let me know about Deborah Sism let me know about the Colmont one, and they have it every year too.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad people do that.
Absolutely, sir.
I know I'd have time to make it to church on time. I'd go to it, but we go at 6:30 and we have prayer for the service. So yeah,
No, I do understand that. Okay. Well, just know that I'll tell Miss Sharon. I probably will not be there as well. We've had a pop-up music event happen in Monteagle that I'm kind of in charge of. So I just need to make sure that's smooth. But I'm there in spirit for sure.
I don't know Sharon's number. I'd call her, but
I don't know if I have Sharon's number at all. Sharon, if you're watching, holler at me and I'll send Leslie your number.
If she just tell her I won't be able to make it this year because of revival.
Sure. No, I get that. I think they're doing a bench dedication for Peggy Griffith.
Yeah, I thought of her when you mentioned that. She's always there.
She's always there.
Yeah.
Always feeding people.
Yeah, she's always been good.
Yeah, you got to honor folks. I mean, maybe not wait till they're dead, right?
But they give me my flowers while I'm alive, while I can enjoy them.
Yeah.
Gone. So, yeah.
I think we should appreciate folks while they're still around, for sure. So,
of course, give them recognition while they can enjoy it.
Amen. Because it does matter when people do things for their community and go above and beyond. Thankless hours, probably.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. Well, Leslie, any other news before we head on to Daniel?
Yeah, we covered what I had on my mind. Revival's going on, and
that's wonderful.
Everybody pray for that revival that it'll go from there all the way around the county, all the way around the world, because the world needs reviving in a mighty way.
Well, I'm feeling the fire.
Yeah.
All right. Are we still in Daniel chapter 2?
Yeah, 19 through 23.
19 through 23, and that is reflection. All righty. Leslie, I'm ready when you are.
All right. Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision. Then Daniel blessed the God of heaven. Daniel answered and said, Blessed be the name of God forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his. The times and seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings. He gives wisdom unto the wise and knowledge unto them that know understanding. He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him. I thank thee and praise thee, O thou God, O my fathers, who hath given me wisdom and might, and hast made known unto me now what we desire of thee, for thou hast made known unto us a king's matter. So Daniel got his answer from the Lord, what that dream meant.
Okay. All right. And what do you take away from that?
But just he didn't fail but give God glory and honor for what he done. Knowing how powerful God is, he said, you remove kings and set up kings, which God can make a nation rise, and he can make a nation fall. We know that through the scriptures. It's power of God, but he just honors his people in a mighty way.
Boy, that's intense. Well, here is Ted's takeaway. When we are given insight, success, or deliverance, do we stop to thank God with the same depth and gratitude? Daniel models a life of dependence, worship, and praise, a reminder that even in chaotic, thank you, we serve a God who reveals mysteries and is always in control.
Exactly.
So I did a lot of thinking. With my unspoken prayers. Because I think that's important, don't you, to say thank you?
Oh, yes. Thank God for everything.
Same depth and gratitude. Just, it's important.
Yeah, what he's already done, what he's going to do. Be thankful to the Lord for all his blessings, his benefits.
Well, we need to be thankful in general, just thankful.
Yeah.
But God, man, in his time.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, thank you, Leslie. What a great journey.
Yeah, it's going to get better.
It's going to get better, Leslie. I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that. Well, we just have to be one. We have to be together. We have to work together.
Right.
All right, Leslie. Well, have a great weekend. Have another wonderful revival. Just keep on keeping on. We're off on Monday. Misty and Lee will be here on Tuesday, and I'm back on Wednesday.
All right.
So that's our lineup.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Have a great weekend. Appreciate you.
You too. Bye.
See you. Bye. Morning.
Good morning.
Well, Doug, what are you doing?
It's a little late telling you, and you don't have to write it down. But tomorrow is Bob Dylan's 83rd birthday.
Bob Dylan, the singer?
Yeah.
Well.
The poet and singer.
He had a horrible voice, but his songs were amazing.
Yeah, one of my favorite quotes from him is, "He's not busy being born, he's busy dying."
Oh my gosh, yes. 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 The lyrics to his songs were so profound. Well, happy birthday to Bob Dylan, Mr. Doug. That's a great remembrance.
Yeah, I've listened to him since the early 60s.
Well, that's certainly appreciative. Are you doing okay? Happy Friday. Happy Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, I'll call next week.
All right, give me a holler next week.
I got a memorial birthday.
When is that, honey?
On the 27th.
Okay. Who's it for?
My mother.
Oh, okay. And what is her name? Or was her name?
Dessie. Dessie.
Dessie. Brooks?
Brooks.
Mm-hmm. Dessie. How long has she been gone?
Since 87.
Wow. Well, where's she buried at?
She was born in 1908.
Wow. Where is she buried at?
uh, outside of Sunbright, Tennessee.
Okay. That's a beautiful little community.
In the Pleasant Ridge Cemetery,
Okay.
where my grandparents are buried.
Oh, that's wonderful. All right. Well, Mr. Doug, anything else on your mind today?
Dandruff.
Dandruff. I'm so glad that you called. I haven't heard from you in a few.
Yeah, I'll be okay. My legs are getting stronger.
Good. Good. How's your wife doing?
She needs spinal decompression.
Well, she does. And we have a great chiropractor over here if you need it.
Yeah.
Huh. All right, Mr. Doug. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thanks so much for calling.
You also.
All right, sir. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, we're going to go on a quick break. Thank our sponsors. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain, and I have open phone lines.
TennCare's new diaper benefit helps our youngest members and their families stay healthy and happy. If your child is younger than 2 and has TennCare or Cover Kids, they can get up to 100 diapers every month at no cost. To get diapers, visit a participating pharmacy. You don't need a prescription. Just show your child's pharmacy card at the counter. For newborns without a card, you can use the parent's pharmacy card. The pharmacy staff will check to see if you qualify and help you get up to 100 diapers for a month. TennCare will cover a variety of diaper brands and sizes to meet your child's needs. You can find a list of covered brands on the TennCare diaper webpage.
Diapers are available at Mike's Pharmacy, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City. That's Mike's Pharmacy, 592-9190.
Piggly Wiggly, a supermarket chain since 1916, operates more than 600 locally owned stores, including the Monteagle location that now stocks the largest selection of fine wine, domestic and import beer in the area. Piggly Wiggly's farm fresh fruit is a sweet deal at everyday low prices. Piggly Wiggly stocks carefully selected, always fresh vegetables from the common to the unusual. All of the organic products we sell meet strict USDA guidelines. The Pig has a large meat department that to this date custom cuts and wraps its pork, chicken, and Certified Angus beef to your request. Certified Angus beef brand is a cut above USDA Prime Choice and Select. With a large dairy selection of fresh milk and cheese products and your favorite drink products, you will never go home thirsty from the Pig. Visit the Piggly Wiggly Deli and put in your order for an outstanding selection of cheeses, salads, and deli meat products from Boar's Head brand and more. Be sure to check out our weekly special circular for great deals. That's the Piggly Wiggly of Monteagle, Tennessee.
Independently owned and locally staffed, the Caverns attracts visitors from all over the country. Bring your guests down for a cave tour, a cave concert, or a magical night under the stars at the Caverns Outdoor Amphitheater. Camping is an option too. Learn more at www.thecaverns.com, where the destination becomes a journey. Dr. Eric Shull of Shull Chiropractic Clinic is proud to serve the Monteagle community and surroundings from his office at Country Mart, offering trusted, effective care for all ages, including spinal decompression, dry needling, and infrared therapy. Your health and comfort are our top priority. Call 931-924-4869 to schedule an opportunity today. All righty, just trying to say the most wonderful thank you to Dr. Eric Shull, our newest sponsor. Welcome aboard. All right, I've got one more phone call left. Gosh, I'm not going to see you guys until Wednesday. I didn't realize all of those days were stringing together. Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Miss Evelyn. Happy Friday.
Well, thank you, and same to you. Well, I heard what you said about my report. These things kind of got messed up with the people scheduling my day, and I haven't got to listen yet to yesterday's program.
Yes, ma'am.
But I'll have to say thank God, praise God for His hand upon me, His healing touch, His watch care, and His love over me. You know, from the time of the the radiologist report of my X-rays to my seeing the doctors said, "There's nothing for me to do."
Oh.
Nothing for me to do.
Oh.
But just keep me on the prayer list another week. I'd appreciate that. And thank everyone who's praying and who has prayed.
Yes, ma'am.
Because God does hear and answer prayer.
Yes, ma'am. He sure does. I'm happy to do that, Miss Evelyn.
Yes, it's just amazing, you know, what God will do. Of course, I begin to pray, "Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord." It's because that's all I could do, you know, at the beginning. And
I do understand. I know I was going through some very hard times, well, in the past several months, and it hit hard, and God is great.
Well, God just keeps adding miracles to me. So for them to say, the doctors to say, "Oh, the radiologist overread the X-rays." Now, how do you figure that?
I mean, seriously.
How does a radiologist overread X-rays? That just doesn't wash, does it?
No, ma'am, it sure doesn't. That's God right there.
Right. And I'm glad you're in the book of Daniel. It's just, Daniel is an important person, a prophet, and it's amazing that God gave him the gift of prophecy in a heathen land.
Yep.
And he was taught by them and trained by them, and no doubt they learned from him, because I still think that his influence and his knowledge that he shared with them is the clue to the kings of the East coming when they saw the star and said, "The King of the Jews is born. Where is the King of the Jews?" And that was their words, wasn't it?
Yes, ma'am, it sure was. I had never put those two together.
It's just, the Bible is an amazing book. If people would just get into it and just study and not lean on their own understanding or opinions, you know, that have been taught. I've had to unlearn a lot of things.
Me too.
I've had to unlearn a lot of things. It's not easy, but continuing to study brought me around to the truth of what the Word was saying.
Yes, ma'am.
And what it does say.
Yep.
And one thing that I really wanted to say, and I was about to forget it, I mentioned about the judgment seat of Christ, how that all our works and everything, anything that especially we've not taken care of, our life will be on trial before Jesus. And this, of course, is not not for salvation, but for rewards, if we have rewards or not. But the verse that I read, and I looked at two different books this morning. I have to do my reading on the computer because of my vision.
Right.
And so I can go quickly from one to another, you know, and it can direct me that way.
Yes, ma'am.
But it says the dark things of our lives that, you know, we didn't want anybody else to know will be revealed or will be judged. And but it ends, and then He will praise us. How's that for discipline?
Yeah. Right. Amen.
And then He will praise the one that's been judged.
Well, we're all sinners every single flipping day, every day. But boy, I just want to do better.
I'm sorry, but I have to disagree with that. We were born in sin, but there's three classes of people. The natural man who's not a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
And the the righteous man and the spiritual man.
Okay.
The righteous man, of course, that has two different classifications. The man who lives right morally and so on, treats everybody fairly, but is not a Christian. And then there's the righteous man that is a Christian, because we're all declared righteous.
Okay.
As Jesus, as God saves and pardons us. So, and there are two classifications in saints and sinners. If we're a sinner, we're not a saint. If we're a saint, we're not a sinner. Because that penalty is gone.
Okay.
When God forgives, He declares the person coming to Him who is justified. When He justifies, He declares the person holy, a saint. And then when He sanctifies, He makes the person holy. And there's sanctification and justification too, but not in all the fullness of God until the person consecrates completely and yields completely his will, his self-will to God, to do God's will.
Oh, I love it.
There's a lot in that.
There is a lot in that, and
a lot in that. It goes deeper, and but
we can talk about that another day. I'm happy to delve into it.
Yes, and we know that all things work together for godliness.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what the word means. Good means godliness. To them who love God, to them who are the called according to His purpose, to not be conformed to this world, but to be transformed in the image of Christ. There's a lot in that pathway.
There is a lot. Well, that's a great message to carry us out for today and heading into the Memorial Day weekend. So thank you. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I will keep you on the prayer list, and I'm so thankful for His work in your life.
Yes, we just continue to sometimes need the healing hand of God's touch on us.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you for that message. I hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Right, see you. Bye. All right, one more. Morning.
Good morning.
What you doing? So big tonight over at Orange Hill Cemetery.
And I'm disappointed that you and Leslie aren't going to be there.
Isn't that sad? I'm going to, I've got to make sure that everything is set up. And if I can get it all set up in a timely fashion, I may try to run out there.
Okay, well, I had some stuff I was going to give you, but you're not going to be there.
What time, how long is the service? Do you know?
It's usually about an hour.
That's what I thought. Like I said, if I can get them all set up in advance, I can try. I want to be out there. So, let me see what I can do.
Okay, I'll bring it with me just in case.
Yeah, bring it with you just in case. And I'm going to do my darndest. If all goes well and nothing crazy happens, I should be fine.
Okay.
It's only if it's Plan B or Plan C or Plan D that I have to deal with that would cause me to have to stay longer. Yes, but I feel it's all going to be fine.
Okay.
All right, so bring it in, and I look forward to seeing you. I'm going to give it an 80% chance.
Okay, well, I'll give you 90.
Okay, all right, there we go. Well, thank you, honey, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll see you tonight.
Okay, gotta go mow.
Oh, gosh, I know. All right, honey. See you, bye-bye. See you, bye-bye. See you, bye-bye. Woo! All right, we're heading out to the Labor Day, Memorial Day weekend. Please stop by, drive by the old high school and see all the glory that is there. Orange Hill Cemetery tonight at 6, Colmont Cemetery tonight at 6. So those are the two options there. Monday is Monteagle, starts at 11:30, and I'm sure there's more by the Grundy County Herald. But I hope you all have a very wonderful and safe holiday season. I appreciate every single one of you. We are off on Monday, just a reminder, and then Tuesday, Lily and Misty will be here to share their joy and sunshine, and then I'll be back on Wednesday. As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. I'll see you Wednesday.